go, buddy. They're both up on land today. I mean, on their own. I didn't call them out. They were already both up on land. Big Mac. Big Mac. Good boy. So he's been up exploring. You exploring? He's so much bigger when he's up on land. Big Mac. There you go. There's trouble.
She looks great. Her face is looking really good. It's healing up. She's getting used to, you know, the enclosure and the concrete and everything. She looks good.
Big Mac. Big Mac.
So do you think he's been walking around a little more than we anticipated?
I mean, he's been out of the water twice in 2 months. So, that's not a lot. You know. Big Mac. I think it both times coincide with all this rain. So I think when it gets really rainy like this, he wants to come out and walk around. Big Mac. There you go. Inside of his mouth, there's a bunch of leaves. So he's definitely trying to eat something. You see in there?
Yeah.
Big Mac. There you go. Got a bunch of dirt and leaves in his mouth. Here, let's get her some. Bella.
He's coming over too.
Bella. Bella. There you go. Bella. 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 You lift up? Bella. No, you should sit there.
She's a good girl.
She's been pretty good. You know, again, keep in mind, like 2 months out of the wild is what we're doing. Like, pretty darn cool. Bella. I had somebody asking me yesterday. Yesterday I was doing tours down south with Casper, and everybody's like, oh my God, you know, like, how long does it take you to get here? Is this years? And I'm like, no, this is like weeks. I mean, look at these guys within 2 months, if that.
They're just super smart.
Well, also it's...
Oh, well, knowing what you're doing, obviously.
I was about to say, let's...
Obviously, it's a lot of what, yeah.
I don't mean that in a brag. I mean that in like, it's not as easy as it looks. We don't want to encourage other people to try to replicate this and get killed and eaten. I know a lot of people who work with a lot of alligators that have no idea what they're doing, you know, and that like could not get these results in this kind of time or ever.
Absolutely.
You know, and again, like I don't mean that as a brag. I mean that more as like a warning. You know, it looks easy when you know how, and I keep all my movements very simplistic. That's part of my work with them, is to keep my movements very calm, controlled, deliberate, but that also makes it look to someone as if it's nothing. You know what I mean? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Bella. I mean, some of the really big ones are like knowing...
See, I would not do that.
No?
Hell no. I
Bella.
wouldn't do that. Even with a stick, I would not get that close yet.
She's a good girl.
I wouldn't do that either.
Beautiful girl. Well, I was gonna say, a big part of it is knowing when to give them the food, when to react, when not to react. The fact that like I do let her get close to me and I don't react shows her I am not afraid of her, and she's aware of that. You know, so like I'm dominant. You know, and like it's very subtle. Like it's hard to even explain it. Like very subtle movements like that. Not showing fear to her, only giving her the food when she does what I want her to do and where I want her to be, you know, things like that. Like it's, again, like it's, it looks very, very simple, but there's a lot behind it. Bella. And then the other part too is,
Oh, he wants some.
well, just how quickly things can fall apart. You know, I mean, when I'm that close and I'm showing her like I'm not afraid of her, and I'm allowing her to be really close to me, and then you do misjudge. You know, like I have to make the right judgment call there, and if you do make a misjudgment, she's gonna grab you. An alligator this size has no problem ripping a grown man's arm right off. Like that's the other thing too, like the amount of risk involved in working with these animals. Bella.
Hey, Big Mac.
I think people also don't realize the strength. I mean, for like an 8-foot female alligator can pop your arm right off. I don't care if you're a 300-pound bodybuilder man. Your arm comes off like it's silly putty.
Tadpole. I mean, people don't understand. Like, tadpole's, you know, what, 2 feet?
Bella.
And if she gets you in the right spot, she can take your finger off.
Yeah.
These animals are so strong.
All right, so Gabby's gonna be up the front with Big Mac, giving him some treats, keeping him distracted. And we're gonna try to check out his leg now that he's up.
Big Mac. Still like it?
Can I see this?
Good boy. No. Big Mac. Good boy.
Can I see this?
Big Mac. Good boy. Good job. Good job.
So you can see he's getting a little bit of a rub right here.
Bella's gonna come out to try to kill me. Big Mac.
A little bit of rub on the toe too. That's not a big deal. That's nothing major. You can see this is all like scarification from, I guess, how he used to be rubbing it. But it's not like any cause for concern, but it is, you know, a contributing factor to the decision as to whether or not we should amputate or not. You know, like I keep on saying, amputation is very stressful for the animal, not fun for the animal. Healing period. I've seen gators that have lost legs right there, and then they have this nub, and then they just rub the nub the exact same way. So we were just talking about if we did that, maybe, I don't know, we could do like a little boot, like a little prosthetic boot over the nub, or just you could amputate all the way to the back where it has no use at all, which would, you know, just suck for him to lose all use of the leg. But again, I've seen this before. He cut this off, he's got that, and he just rubs that raw against the ground until like the bone is like sticking out. It is not pretty. So that's what I don't want to do. I keep on saying that I want to see how much he gets out, how much he walks around, whether or not we choose to amputate based on his behavior. If he hardly ever comes out, and this is the worst of it, he's fine. He can just keep the foot, you know. It's not as simple as people think it is. You know, people think, oh, you just cut it off and he's going to be fine and live happily ever after. No, you cut it off and then he's rubbing the nub raw for the rest of his life. And I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times, actually. I saw one gator, again, I worked at a park, who didn't give him any vet care at all. And he had his nub, and then he had about this much of his leg bone just sticking out of the nub. And he would just walk on that all day, all the time, and just cracking the bone. Like, it was horrific. So yeah, that's what I'm worried about. That's why I'm so apprehensive about doing the amputation on his leg. It's just, I've seen it not go well and not look good for the animal, so that's what we don't want to do. But either way, he's being really good. He's getting nice and used to me being able to touch him and handle him and everything. So I want to try touching him and just seeing how he is with me. Hi, buddy. Seeing if he starts hissing or gets upset. Gabby's got Bella coming up. Want to get her?
No, ma'am.
He's not even hissing at me.
Good job, Big Mac.
That's for food.
Good job.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, he's so good.
He's so good. Look at him.
Good job, buddy.
He's not being defensive at all. I'm backing up because he might still try to bite me out of food. But he's not being defensive literally at all.
No, he's not even hissing. His body is not tensing. He's doing great.
He's being really good. So we need to work on, you know, him recognizing food and that we are not food. because right now we're not there in that department at all. But as far as him not seeing us as a threat, not being defensive, this is amazing. This is really good. You know, again, this is a 10'2" alligator that was in the wild 2 months ago. And I'm literally petting him on the back of the head.
Oh, no ma'am. No, Bella.
Now I can show you the difference. If I come up to her.
I don't think she'll spin at you.
Oh yeah?
I think she'll spin for food. I don't think she'll spin aggressive. I think she'll just run. That was like a half spin. That was not really with a lot of effort. Yeah.
That high walk, hissing, mouth open at me.
Yeah, but she's still being pretty good. And she wants food.
Yep.
Right now she wants food. She's confused.
Can I touch you? No. Look at her. You're cocking her tail at me. Oh, look at that, huh?
No touching. No touching.
That's what I mean. That's a lot more normal, you know. So he's coming along. Big Mac's coming along really, really well. She's still. That's more normal, defensive. Like, don't touch me.
Well, he's also been accepting food a little longer than her too.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
Yeah, he's had way more of
exposure.
Yeah, to acclimate since he's been eating for us for much longer than her. But yeah, I mean he's doing really good. Hey, buddy. Hi. I got nothing. I got nothing. No. I don't have any more food. I'm sorry.
Bam, enough.
Bam's gonna come fight the alligator.
Literally.
All right, so we're gonna do some painting with Big Mac on some canvas.
We did this a few years ago with Casper, and we did very limited edition. I think there was only 10 made, and we were able to raise money for the outpost. So we're gonna try it with Big Mac. You're gonna get eaten.
All right, so what, I just put it on my hand and wipe it across here?
Yeah. It's very light, thin paint. You're gonna have to use a lot of it. It's like washable children's finger paint. See? It's like so thin. You have to really get that all in there.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there.
I would do down here too so we can get a nice big tail print.
That's pretty good right there.
Is that gonna cover the whole? Yep.
Yep.
All right, you hold it with this hand. I'm gonna press.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna press it.
You want me to do this?
Sure. Ready?
Oh.
Bella's gonna mess everything up.
Bella. Bella. You dummy.
Oh God.
All right, hurry up. Get it quick.
Push her away.
Okay. How's that look? Bad. Well, that didn't really work, did it?
You can see. So those are some osteoderms there. We can also try a hand or like his back or something like that. She's a bad girl.
All right, get out of here. You gotta go.
Can you get her back in the water, baby?
You gotta go.
Don't knock over the paint.
Back up.
Are we gonna
Back up.
this broken foot and dirty?
Get back in the water. Okay, can we redo that too?
Not without. No, I mean we can do it. We can do it. We have like a bunch more. I would do like maybe like a hand or like another part of him, like an osteoderm or something. But you could tell what that is.
You can?
Well, here.
Let's just do another push on it. No? Or you can't do that?
I don't think it will come out. We can use more paint and do it again. Here, on this one. Let's try it again. We'll just put this here. It's just such light paint. That's why it's very hard to like get an impression, you know?
Now we're gonna try on the side, maybe.
Good boy. Hi, I know. You want some snackins? It's a good boy. It's a good boy. I'll just keep his focus on me. He's a good alligator. He's just waiting for some treats. He's just waiting for some snackins. It's a good boy. He doesn't got any snacks. I got him over here. Yeah, it's a good alligator. It's a good boy.
Don't mind me, just finger painting on the side of a 10'2" alligator.
Good boy, Big Mac. That's a good boy. Beautiful.
All right.
All right. You hold this. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he does not swing at me. What do you think?
All right.
Okay, so now we'll get the first one.
You gonna stick that on there too?
Yep.
Cool.
Is that cute?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute. You can 100% tell what those are. Or no?
Kinda.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Right? So maybe it needs to dry a little more before we do it, right? Let's see if we can get some more on this one then. What do you think of that?
That looks pretty good.
It's pretty cool, right? He's being such a good boy. And Chris just rinsed his fingers with the hose and he said it came right off.
That hand was just blue.
Yeah, this is literally like children's finger paint, washable. Like they can eat it, put it in their
Well,
mouth.
we're gonna spray him down at the end.
Yeah, of course. I know people get very concerned. Trust me, we would not do anything to hurt him or anything like that. So
I'm gonna spray paint him.
you said it works better like when it's dry, right? So we'll wait for it to
Yep.
dry a little bit. Is that
Yeah.
enough? Ooh. Oh, he wants some snacks. You're a good boy. Gonna get lots of snacks.
All right, so we just did this one, and then this is the best one so far.
So we discovered that the trick is waiting until it dries a little bit. Originally, we were just putting it on so heavy because it's such a thin paint. You can still make out these are osteoderms here, like the side over there. You can make it out, but like this one and then this one, I want to keep that. It's so cool. That's really cool.
Complete with deer fly. All right, so it just comes right off with the hose. So first you've got this one, the black here.
It's gone.
And that's already gone.
Oh, don't spray the artwork. Gone. We could have just waited until the rain. And gone. And that's it. Oh, there's a little bit on this side. A tiny bit. And he doesn't care. What a good boy.
So this is Waffles the turtle, and poor Waffles here, he spent the first 10 years of his life living inside of a little tiny Tupperware with literally 2 inches of water marked on the side of the Tupperware with a Sharpie for 10 years, without proper lighting, without proper diet, and obviously without a proper enclosure. Thankfully, he came to the sanctuary. We've got him in about a 300-gallon tub right now, so he's got a much better life, but we want to build the Waffles dream home, and that's what we're asking you guys for help on. We're gonna try to build a large pond to take in more aquatic turtles in need of rescuing like Waffles. We get requests all the time for more turtles, and we don't have the space right now. So we're gonna try to do an in-the-ground pond. It's gonna be about 30 feet across. He wants to bite. And I don't blame you, buddy. I would hate people too if I was you. But yeah, so we want to try to build this nice large enclosure for him. It's going to be expensive though, so that's why we're doing this little fundraiser. So if you want to help out the Waffles Dream Home Fund, we do appreciate it. You can donate directly through Instagram, Facebook, and on our website, bellowingacres.org. All right, so it's the day after produce pickup, so nice little feast for piggies. They're getting lots of watermelon and cantaloupe rinds right now. They look very, very happy. You hear the goats and the other pigs crying because I haven't got to them yet. I go the opposite way when we have the donations. I drive the golf cart. Usually if I'm just regularly feeding them, I walk on foot and I go to the big pigs first, but when I have all the donations, a lot of stuff, we use a golf cart. So little pigs get first dibs. Here's the big pigs and goats enjoying produce. That is impressive, Julie. Wow. Cob and all. Daisy's so cute. She's so cute. Petunia looks miniature back there behind Julie. Thank you, cat. Kit Kat's such a little goat. This poor little missing leg. He's so pushy. Cruising, breakneck speed. Comes Fergus. He's the Burmese black mountain tortoise. All right, time to feed the quaddies. So they are getting watermelon, turkey neck, banana, monkey biscuit, cantaloupe, peas, snap peas, carrot, grape, blackberry, what are these freeze-dried chicken?
Yeah.
Yep, so bunch of stuff.
They are eager.
I'm very excited. So since we switched out the lockout doors, they have a much harder time walking along the top of it. They're all getting crazy. So people want to see you do another food prep video, Gabby.
What do you mean?
People ask for it.
Like me cutting it up and stuff?
Yeah, like food prep video.
I don't want to be on camera.
We've done it before. People want you to do it again.
That's nice.
Huh?
That's nice.
That's nice. Gabby never wants to be on camera, even though she's 10 times better looking than I am, but she never wants to be on camera.
Well, thanks, babe.
Ready? You want to show them from the other side?
Go, Lily.
Come on, Lily. Oh my goodness, Hazel. I don't know why she does that. She doesn't
You're
get
crazy.
anything out of doing it.
You're crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, Chloe, back up.
Okay.
Back up. Back up.
Back up. Alright, so they're getting turkey necks, so I'm just going to give them the bowls. We're not going to do the hand feeding today. Need to get that water bottle out of the golf cart. I need new water. There you go. There you go. Your food's up here. Chippo. Come here, Goofy. There you go. They like to dig a pile in front of the doorway. Go. Good girl. Do that turkey leg and ram. Turkey neck.
We'll get them some water.
Alright, now time for a little bit of road. Oh, he's going.
Hi, dude.
He thinks he's got somewhere to go.
You gotta show him. Rattle
Come here.
it.
Come here. Little dude.
Dude, you're not coming, dude. No, dude.
Come here. Oh, look at that. There you go.
What did he go for first?
What do you think?
The corn?
That corn.
Yeah.
He's stripping it right now.
He's husking it.
Oh,
Oh, a
got the
carrot.
Oh, look at the way he holds it. So cute.
Not a carrot at all.
Oh. He's got a quill next to his foot too. The shed quill.
The other day, I got it on video of him like shedding a quill. I don't know. It just seemed to me like it was like a pin feather. Like he knew it was about to shed and kind of like wiggled it out. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know. I would just kind of expect it to like fall out, but it almost looked like he like knew it was there.
Maybe he did. Sorry. Looked like he was mad at me for a second. I stopped a mosquito.
What's next?
The corn. He gets defensive about his food.
He does. He does get defensive about his food. Look at those quills. It's like a little skirt.
Skirt of death.
It's a pokey skirt.
I can't wait to get some of those big death quills when he sheds those.
Yeah.
I think those ones are cool. Are we going to make things out of the quills?
Yeah. I just saw this.
Do them for a fundraiser?
$850 porcupine quill mirror. How cool is that?
Yeah, but I bet they killed a porcupine to make that.
You think so?
Like, yes. Like, almost for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
like,
we're gonna do it ethically.
I would almost guarantee they killed one to make that.
We have 3 quills. I've been collecting them. Let me go
well,
get them.
that's what I mean. It'd be really cool if we collect them as we find them, and then we could try to make some kind of art or something with them and do like some for a fundraiser. And
I want it for myself.
that, well, people say that all the time. Why don't you make this and stuff? We don't have time to do literally anything.
Yeah,
you know?
we really don't.
I mean, I'm sitting here talking about I want to do this. I do want to do it. Do I think we're ever going to do it? Probably not. We don't have time to literally do anything. So I don't think it's probably never going to happen. But it's a cool idea. It's a cool thought. So you can see a bunch. There's a few decent ones right here. There's a bunch of little ones right here. So remember, the quills are hair, guys. It's the same thing. It's just modified hair made into a quill. And then take a look under this.
Oh my gosh. Well, look at all the quills.
That's a death quill.
This is not a death quill?
I think this is more of one. That's like
A death quill.
look at that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kill lions.
Yeah, you imagine getting that stuck in you? Can I put this in the dishwasher to clean it? Probably. Yeah, look at him as he's eating. That's crazy. Oh, here you go, guys. So these are the Patagonian Mara. Yeah. You guys excited? Make little happy squeaks and grunts and look at that face. These guys are large rodents. Kind of think of them like between a capybara and a guinea pig kind of thing. Can I pet you? Oh, good boy, Timothy. Good girl, Topanga. Alright, so now we're cleaning up quaddy poop while they are in there. Their lockouts. They left lots of poop to clean up. But other than cleaning poop, it's a good opportunity to talk to you guys about what we did all morning. So we had a pretty busy morning with planning. So we had our guy Jeremiah that builds everything for us over here. So we talked to him about planning on building the new aviary. So we're going to do like basically a mirror image of the current aviary off at a right angle from the current one. And so that's going to be really cool. And then we also talked to him about building a new turtle pond. So that's exciting. I'm also going to be making a post about the turtle pond and do some fundraising for that because that's going to be expensive. It's going to take him a while to do it. Yeah, Jeremiah's a one-man show, dude. He built this like whole place basically. He's awesome. But so he's going to do that. So we're going to do a little fundraising to try to pay for the turtle pond, and then also fundraising to pay for the new aviary. So that new aviary, I mean, that's going to probably be at least 10 grand. You know, so it's gonna be expensive.
This is also why we have really slowed down with birds, but we have gotten 3 new birds in the last 2 months.
Yeah, they haven't seen
Suki.
yeah, the new golden conure. We should try to show that later. So that's exciting. But yeah, so new turtle pond, new aviary, and then we also had a tree trimmer guy that we met out, and he was checking out stuff. So we've got where the new aviary is going to go. There's a large branch right over it that already shows signs that it's probably going to fall, so we have to get that taken out before we could start building over there.
By little dude, there's a couple branches we want to cut.
Yeah.
By the owl enclosure, there are a few branches we need to cut because we do have some updates on that.
Well, yeah, explain that one while I'm...
Well, basically, we heard back from the people that handle all like the federal permitting, and we just have to send a couple pictures of the completely completed, basically, enclosure with like the perches and the gravel and everything. And another like couple letters or something like that, and she's fully prepared to approve our federal permit for native owls, hopefully by August, which means that we will be able to take in probably a couple of non-releasable native owls, such as like a barred owl or like a great horned owl, something that would be euthanized otherwise. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, do you want to explain that? Like how we've already had requests for them and these things just get euthanized?
Yeah, so with owls, you know, if they have like permanent eye injuries or wing injuries, I don't know how it goes on like a state to state basis, but I know that when I was volunteering in Connecticut,
it's a federal permit.
Well, the thing is, what I was going to say, when I was in Connecticut, they would put like metal rods in owls and release them like that. And in Florida, they don't do that. So I don't know why. I don't know if it's based on the facility. I don't know if it's because we have more owls in Florida. Like, I don't know what the reasoning is. But basically in Florida, anything with like a wing injury most of the time is euthanized just because there are not enough federally permitted places to take in these owls. I mean, even us, realistically, even if we have staff and expand, how many owls can we have? 10?
That's like what they do in a month.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's the same with nuisance alligators. Like we're not making a dent in that. You know, they kill 8,000 a year and we're taking what? 50 of them, you know?
Well,
so
I always say it doesn't make that big of a difference in the big picture, but to that one animal, it makes all the difference.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So that's why, you know, we're still going to try and like for education and things like that. So that is exciting. So we do need to get that done. What else?
Did you give these things extra fiber, man? I need a bigger pooper
There is
scooper.
so much poop.
There's so much poop. So after I scoop, I spray too. So if you're wondering, like, it still looks gross, yeah, I'm gonna spray it.
We also have animals going to the vet next week and Olaf going to the vet this Friday. Olaf's going to get his 6-month heart echo just to make sure there's no significant heart changes for the worse, you know. He's doing great, especially now, like he's eating again and he's been great. And then with the Eclectus parrot, did you show him yet on this channel? Or we're really behind on videos. Well,
Yeah.
by the time we post this, I'm sure you guys will have met him. But
Yeah.
so Cosmo, the Eclectus parrot, he also came from Jungle Island with the porcupine. So we're gonna take him for blood
Yeah, we
work.
showed him then. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Suki, I want to have her disease tested. And then I'm going to take Cupid for just routine blood work too, because we try to take the birds at least like once a year just for blood work, especially because our birds are in their late 20s and early 30s. So we want to get them all checked out.
Is it weird to have a bird older than you are?
It is kind of weird. I mean, we have multiple birds older than me. And the alligators, obviously, they are probably older than 29 years.
So the other thing we also talked about today is prepping for the winter. So hard to believe right now where I'm just sweating buckets that in a few short months it's going to be real cold, be getting down to the 40s, and after that into the 30s.
And sometimes we have nights in the 20s.
Yeah, so we got to start prepping for that. We were trying to figure out on the new aviary if there was some way to make it where we could have a retractable tarp to be able to cover it. Haven't been able to figure out a way to do that. That would make sense and monetarily make sense. So probably going to be up on the ladder again every other day.
But we are figuring out heat lamps to go directly on top in individual enclosures. So we're going to try to build something that allows us to do that. The porcupine, we're going to have to make probably an entire insulated shed for him.
Yeah.
And the crop monitor. So...
never ends.
Never ends. And then when are we planning on doing tours? Because everybody keeps asking.
Right. So, you know, we're we're not done, but I was gonna say we're never gonna be done. There's always gonna be the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. You know, like a sanctuary is never done because there's always gonna be new animals in need and things like that. But we want to be a little bit more done before we're bringing people through. You know, especially with all the winter planning and all that kind of stuff. We're also talking about probably in the winter, it's so cold that we probably won't even have tours anyways.
Right.
So why go through all the hoops we have to jump right now to be able to do tours if in a couple of months we're not going to be able to do them anyways?
I'm thinking we're open like April through October. You know, that's what I'm thinking. And
We'll
then
see.
during the winter months, that's when we focus on our educational traveling school programs.
Or it's just, you know, these animals are available these months and these animals are, you know, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Have to see how everything goes.
Because
but-
everything is tarped in the winter, you know, it doesn't look as pretty.
Yeah, that's very true.
They're tarped, you know, they're in their heated hides and stuff, so.
Yeah. Well, on that note, yeah, all the gator and crocodile content will come to an end in the winter.
We're not going to be feeding them.
Yeah, we will not be feeding them when it's, you know, 30, 40 degrees out. So all the crocodilian content will end in the winter, guys.
Which
sadly.
is all the more reason also to get Dino to eat now.
Yeah, right?
So I actually did speak to Kim, and she asked if we want to do another round of just like fluids and things like that. So I think that's a good idea. We can recheck his lead level to see if anything has changed, which might make us help us make a decision. And then we can also discuss logistics with tube feeding if we need to.
Okay.
So I told her to give you a call and like we can maybe figure it out. Because maybe now that we're doing some like fluids and stuff and he's acting a little better, maybe his levels are slightly better, like we flushed them out, you know? It might just help us make a decision. She said that Archer was like 3 times the amount of lead poisoning as Dino.
And was still alive, though.
And he's bigger. So that small alligator had, you know, 3 times the amount of lead poisoning and she's way smaller. So that, you know, that might help us make a decision too, just knowing that, so.
That makes me feel a lot better about him.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's why I told her to give you a call, because I told her, you know, obviously you're very nervous about him not eating and stuff, but
Yeah.
let's figure out a plan, I guess.
And I mean, every day people ask for Dino updates, and I'm like, I don't have an update. Like,
Yeah, there are no updates.
he's the same. He sits on the bottom of the pond, and he's not worse. He's not better. He's acting, you know, like I keep on saying, he's acting like a normal alligator should for being wild and afraid of us. But yeah, there's no real updates on him. All right, I gotta spray where you are. Petrie. 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 Zazu. Oh boy. Zazu. So he's been being so sweet lately and playful, and I can tell right now by his body posture he's being aggressive. So he's still coming over. He's getting his food. Zazu. But I can tell by his body posture he wants to fight. Yeah. See? Look at that. That's him trying to fight me. Trying to change your water. Don't be a jerk. Yeah, look at that posture. You see how the color on his neck too? He's got those little neck pouches right there, so he's got those all fired up right now. See that? Yep, look at that. He just got me when I put the water bowl back. Right there and right there. Jelly bean. There you go. Good boy, Bean. Got your blueberries. Don't you bite me too. Got some dragon fruit. Yeah. Look at the hole I just fell into coming in here to feed them. Got one crawling up me. Okay. There you go, kids. Sorry, Cheeky. Just made a lot of work for you. Nope. I almost pet Cheeky. Here's Poppy. Poppy says, I was built for love, not for work. Perfect for no dirt at all. And look at Cheeky over here. Hardest working prairie dog in town. It's worth a try, guys. Ooh, she says no. We're in the small parrot aviary now. Feeding all the little guys. There you go, Chunk Skunk. Oh, there's worms in there. You're gonna flip the whole bowl for it, aren't you? That's her favorite thing. So we got carrots and peppers and some greens, but there's some worms down there. That's all she cares about. It's everybody's favorite, are soup worms. Oh, we got a banana. So I go to latch the door and look at the size of this huntsman spider. That's a pretty big one. So I just gave Jed his food, but it's not coming over right now. I guarantee as soon as I step out, he's gonna run over. And there he goes. All right, got Olaf. Bringing him inside for his nighttime heart meds. And we'll wrap up the video. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.